Welcome to another episode of Astral Auto Repairs. Can you dig it? Alright, check it out, guys and girls. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the low pressure, or some people call it the suction line, and they call it that because the lines suck. They suck to do. Now let me stop playing around. Nah, because that's the line that sucks in the Freon. It still sucks. 2001 Lincoln LS. It's kind of chilly out here, but I ain't gonna punk out. Neither you guys or girls gotta do this job too out in the snow. I ain't gonna punk out. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is on the driver's side, we're gonna jack it up and place a jack stand under the vehicle. Very, very important. You can go to your auto parts store, go to Harbor Freight, Amazon, go wherever you like, and you can get a set of jack stands for like 15 bucks. Very, very, very important. That $15 can save you $300,000 in hospital bills. And I don't plan on coming to visit nobody in the hospital, so get some jack stands. All right, let's get this vehicle jacked up and get right to it. Okay, as you can see, we got our jack stand up under there, and I got it propped up right there, and I'm leaving my hydraulic jack there just as an added security. Now check this out. Last night I got an email from Anthony Tommy, who told me about, luckily he was doing a leaf springs on an excursion, I believe, on an expedition, and luckily he put some wood up under the jack stand, because the jack stand will sink into asphalt. Now this is a different kind of asphalt because it got the rocks in it, but a lot of them don't have the rocks, and you know, he had to tell me that for a reason, right? I always believe things happen for a reason, and being that he did that, I'm going to spread this information to you guys. Always put a piece of wood up under your jack stand so it doesn't sink into the ground, because some places get very hot and it sinks right in there, and you got a 5,000 pounds of vehicle coming down on you. All right, now a low pressure line is located on the back of the compressor. Let's get up under here. And there's our compressor right there. And it's bolted to the back of the compressor. No, here it is. The side of the compressor, right there. There it is. There we go, right there. Right there, and it comes up, go around, and comes up in other ways and go around someplace else. But don't worry about that right now. The first thing you want to do is we're going to disconnect our air cleaner. Take out the whole box, get this whole thing out of the way. And what we got here, let's get this out of the way. Now, first of all, we're going to take off this front shoe right here. And this one's missing all the clips. So this one comes right up and get out of the way. We're going to set this to the side. The next thing we're going to do is our mass airflow sensor. Let's disconnect that. What you want to do is this plug right here, push that plug in right here, or towards the right there where the little ridge is at. Push that in, unplug it. All right, now for our air temperature sensor, push the plug in right there, unplug it. Just that easy. The next step we want to do is we got a bolt right here, 5/16 or an 8mm. And when I got my 8mm deep, 3/8 drive onto my cordless gun, buzz that out of there. All right, take that bolt out, put it to the side over here for now. The next thing we're gonna do, take me a flat screwdriver. And you're gonna go around. Now yours will not have this clamp right here. Alright, so, but there was a vacuum leak, so we had put that clamp in there from a previous job. So you want to loosen that clamp up, get that out of the way, and now you want to loosen up the clamp from the air box to the throttle body. Loosen that up, make sure that's nice and loose, and everything should start coming out. Out of the way. And now see how this is right here? Now if you want, you can take this out in sections. So just take these little tabs, push them down, get that air cleaner up, get the cover off of there. This is gonna come up all the way. That's what I like doing, man. it's gonna come up. Trust me. I'm gonna take it up. I'm trying to be nice here. There we go. There we go. Dang it, hit my camera. Okay, now let's take it off here. Walk it off. Okay, that came out of there. Let's get this hose off of here. Just like that. Take our whole cleaner, air cleaner, and put it to the side. Now, one end of our line is right there, and you can see there's our brake right there. So one end of our line is right here, and we got this sensor that we got unplugged. So we're just gonna pick that tab up and unplug it. And what you do is just this little section right here of the tab, just pick it up and pull it off. So that's good. We're done with that. And we want to look at how our line is going. Man, our line is really going up under there. The next thing we're going to do is follow this line right up to here. Let's see if we can get in there and see this. You know what, guys, I'm going to make this easier for us so we can see this. Now, you ain't got to do this, but I'm going to do this anyway so we can see this. We're going to remove this radiator bracket here. We got 3 5/16 or 8mm bolts. Grab our gun. Hey, my battery's going dead, dang it. See, that's what I get for not charging it up. Alright. We're going to take them bolts out. Okay, we're gonna put this to the side and we'll be right back. All right, we got the bracket out of the way. Now let's see if we can see this line better. Get this little hose out of the way. What is this? It's a wiring harness, or is it a hose? Okay, we're gonna move that out of the way. And you see right there, that's where the end of this line go to. This system does not have no freon, so we ain't worried about losing anything. So that looks like about a 13 or a 12. Let's get some sockets and find out what that is. Be right back. All right, that's a 13mm nut up there. And what I got is a 13mm deep 3/8 drive socket with a 4-inch 3/8 drive extension. Put it up there, nice and fit. So let's get our 3/8 drive ratchet. And break that loose. Just that easy. Now that it's loose, you should be able to get my hand down in there and take that nut right off of there. And if it's a little tight little area, tight little spot, what you want to do is take your extension with your socket already on it, and you want to go over there. Finish taking that off. And when it gets all the way to the end, be careful not to drop it. Grab my thumb and make sure I grab it. There it is, right there. All right. We are looking good. Let's shut this bolt down. And we should be able to just pull that right off. There we go. Line is off, and you can see we got that little O-ring in there, so make sure that O-ring stays up there. And we are almost ready to get down to the bottom. All right, let's get something to lay on, but we got to get to the bottom now. All right, be right back. All right, here we go. Got my blanket laid out here so I can be nice and comfortable, and I got my little small tripod, so when I have to work up under the vehicle, you guys can still see where I'm going to be doing. Now, let's get up under here and let me show you before I set the tripod up. Here's our compressor. Here's the line that we're changing. It's a big, it got a manifold on it, got another bolt, another line. Man, this line sucks. and then the line comes all the way over here, and then we gotta remove this little shield right here, get this out of the way, so we can use a special tool to disconnect this line. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do, as a matter of fact, let's get over there and do that first. And from the way it looks like we got, is that a 5/16 or is that a 7mm bolt? That looks really smooth. That one looks like a 5/16, so let's get our 5/16 8mm socket. And let's see if that's perfect. Yeah, now we got this one over here. That one looks like, let's see if this figures. That's a 7. Let's see if we got a 7 out here. Yeah, do we? Yes, we do. Alright. So 7mm on the first one. Get that out of the way. Put the bolts on the side. Let's put the button. In fact, let's put the bolts over here. And there we go. That's all we need to do. Just get that cover out of the way. Just like that. Because the line we got disconnected right there. We got a little special clip on it, and we could just pop that little clip off, push it down, bam, there you go. That was so easy. All right, let me go get the special tool, because we're going to disconnect this right now to get this out of the way. All right, be right back. All right, guys, we got this off. I can't work with this tripod right now, because I need you guys to see close up. All right, we got one part, and we got disconnect here. We got disconnect here. See this little clip? And what you want to do, there's a little opening, there's a little arrow light. So what you got to do is take a screwdriver and stick it in between there, and you're gonna, let's see if I can get a good angle of this. See that part there? That little part over here is gonna bend back just like that, and at the same time, so that section's got to go back that way, and at the same time you're going to push down on the clip. All right, so let me now set our camera back up. Okay. Right there. Okay. So I'm gonna get my screwdriver in there, pry that piece back, and it takes a minute. Oh, gonna pop right out. See that? And then we just push back in and snap into place. So now our line is almost free, except for over there. Now the next thing we're gonna do, let's go back here and we're gonna disconnect this manifold, and we're gonna disconnect that part last. We're going to disconnect this. We're going to disconnect that last. So let's get our camera over here. Get it set up. I can't use that. All right. The next thing we're going to do is disconnect our manifold right here. We got to look like a 10mm bolt. Let's see, like 10mm. All right. I got 10mm bolt up there. So let's get our ratchet. And we're going to loosen that up, and we're going to take that bolt out of there. Be right back. Okay. Got my 3/8 drive ratchet, 10mm shallow socket. Now this manifold is meant to actually slide up off of that bolt, but heck no, I ain't taking no chances. Get aggravated. Take that bolt completely out of there. See, I can slide up and do that, but then you gotta try to slide it over the bolt and all that. Forget that. Just take the bolt out. It'll be a lot easier. Okay, got our bolt out. Our line's gonna drop down. Put our bolt to the side. And now what we're gonna do is take out the rest of this line going up. And it's just a matter of just finagling it out of there. And it looks like we might have to disconnect the other side first. Let's go up there and check this out. Be right back. Alright, this line is up there, so what we're gonna do is just disconnect it from over here. Now, first of all, over here we have a bracket that's holding on to this line. This bracket goes all the way over to the other side. You can see a little bit right there, and it's held on by a bolt. But in order to get that, what's this? Look at this wrench. We're gonna have to move this shield. So we got another 7mm right here. Let's get that out the way. Okay. Oh, that's a long bolt. Okay, put that to the side. And let's see. See right there? There's our 10mm right there. And you can see all that freon in there too. We're gonna have to wipe this up. So let's wipe all this stuff up and get that 10mm bolt out of there. Right back. Alright, got that wiped off a little bit. Now we got our 10mm bolt right there. So let's get our 10mm socket, 3/8 drive, 3/8 drive ratchet. You can see our line moving over there. There. Now we're going to try to finagle and get this line. We're going to work this line down. And as you can see, it's a little complicated. Just get around the holes and all that. Now you got to be very careful because we got to see where this is going, so we can make sure we put it back up in the same spot. And actually, you know, this line should look like it should have, well, yeah, I guess it should have go right there. This is a little, and you don't want to bend. I mean, I can bend this line and break it and get it out of there if I want, but I don't want to do that because I want to make sure I see how it goes so I can put the new one up the same way. There we go. Okay, let's go back up under there. Okay. And there's a line right there. We want to make sure we put it so we know it's going right between, like a copper line. Go right between there and out. Okay, the only thing we got left now is disconnected over there, and you're going to need a special tool, which I'm about to show you in a minute. Alright? Be right back. Alright guys and girls, here we are. Now we're going to disconnect it from right here. Now what you want to do here, let me get us a good view of this. Okay, that should be good enough. And what you want to do is get you a set of AC disconnect tools. It's the AC and fuel line. And that size right there is a 7/8. Now, let's see how I'm gonna do this. You know what? Let's go over. Let's take you out of here for a second and go over here. Now, on this line, inside that line, you see a little spring inside there. So that tool fits on the outside, pushes in to open up that spring to pull that line off. All right. So now that you got an idea what the heck we're gonna be doing here, let's get you set back up. All right, now I'm going to grab the 7/8 one, the biggest one up there. And we're going to hook it. Now one slide is open, so we're going to hook it around the line, just like that. We're going to push it into the line to get that spring separated. Then you gotta twist it and work that line out of there. Just like that. So that, bam, take our tool off. And we are good to go. All right. Let's drag our line from out of there. Let's go from out of there. Let's get our line down. Take our line out. And here's our new line right over here. Great. Look at this. We got some new O-rings. You see those 3 big ones? What we're gonna do is go up under here, go back up under here. Okay. And we got 3 right there. You see those 3? So what we're gonna do is to get us a little pick, and we're gonna take those O-rings off. Definitely want to replace those 3 O-rings. All right. So let's set you back up right here. Good enough? Yeah, that's good enough. All right, let's go get a pick and get those O-rings off. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Got us a nice little pick here. And what we're going to do here is go in there, grab those O-rings, pull them right off. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Come on, dang it. Okay, we got them off. Now, we're gonna take out new O-rings and we're gonna carefully slide them on. We can leave that first one right there. Let's get our second one and roll that over the first one and get into the second groove. And then we're going to get our third one, our third and final one. And continue to roll. Do not use your pick. I'm using my fingers. And there we go. We got them lined right up in there. All right, let's get our tool and put it up. Now let's go check out our new line. Anything we got to do to it. All right, here we are. Now, old line got a little O-ring right here. Let's take this little cover off, plastic shield. And got a brand new O-ring right there. There's our place for our sensor. We're going to change that. We're going to do that while it's in the car. And they didn't give us new O-rings for the other side, which sucks. All right, and we got our little. There's our little blue bracket right there. We take this little cover off right there. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is go bring our line back up there, and being that our hardest part is this line, this part right here, we're gonna get that fished up in there. Because that's gonna be the hardest part. Get our thing out the way. And check this out. You see this O-ring? Now you see that O-ring, how it's not rounded. It's flat from top to bottom. That's flat. So this O-ring would eventually start leaking. So you definitely want to change those 3 when you put it up. All right, so what we're going to do here is get our line up here carefully. And then we'll remember that our first part fit right between there. I don't care how the rest, we know our first part fit right between there. I'm going to carefully get that fitted right in there. And let's see. And we're going to go up. gonna go around the hose. See, when it's like this, I can twist it anywhere I want. Now let's go. Let's turn this a little bit. Now we're gonna go up on the top. And we're gonna see where our line is at. There it is right there. So we know we're gonna have to twist it more. And remember, I do not want to bend this line at all. Because if I bend it, it's going to make it just that more difficult for me to put this in there. And here we go. Right there. There it is, right over there. So that's great. We are set right there. And actually what I'm going to do here now is go up under here, check out our other line, check out how things are going over here. Okay. Here we go. See that line right there. And what we're going to do here is, before we even put all any of this together, because while we got flex on all this, I am going to actually, I'm trying to think of which one I want to hook up first. Do I want to hook up the manifold, or do I want to go up here? This thing is just about lined up, you know, but I don't want to put no pressure on this line. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna go up under here, we'll get you set up. We're gonna hook up our manifold first. Let's see here. Can you see that? I hope so. I ain't doing this again. All right, so what I want to do is get my manifold lined up. Make sure my ports are lined up and all. Get my bolt. Make sure your bolt goes in by hand as much as you can, so that way you know the bolt and you know it's not cross-threaded. That's great right there. So let's get our 10mm ratchet, 10mm socket, or our 3/8 drive ratchet. And we're gonna go ahead and bring that in there and tighten that up. Okay, and once it stops, this is not, remember, this is going into aluminum. The compressor's aluminum. You definitely don't want to over tighten that. So as soon as it stops, just turn a little bit more. Great, that is done. And now, while we're up under here, let's turn and look over at our lines and all. Okay, let's make sure you can see this. Yeah. See my hand? Yeah, you see my hand. All right, so what we're gonna do now is bring our line over here, and what we're gonna do here is, you know what? I want you to see this good. So I'm gonna take it off. What we're gonna do here is the end of our new line is gonna go over this, but we're gonna get a little oil first. We're gonna get a little oil, and we're gonna put it around there. Now, not motor oil. We're gonna get oil for the AC. Put it around there so it goes over there and don't grab on the O-rings and mess them up. Then we're gonna push this on and lock it into place. All right, right back. All right, put a little oil up there. And what we're gonna do is push this line onto there. And this is when we need both hands. And matter of fact, let me set the camera. And we're gonna twist that and put it on until we hear a snap. See that ring snap back into place. So let's get you set up over here. Okay, let's get up under there. heard that snap into place, then just make sure that's into place. Yep. And now that we got that into place, let's go back up under here. And you can tell, you can look at the spring inside. You can see the spring is all the way around locked into place. Now, since we got it like this, I'm going to take that little safety clip, that just in case this line comes apart. That's why they got this up here. And that's all it do is fit right there, push it in, snap it into place. That is done. Next thing we're going to do, we got this bracket. Let's swing our bracket around. And we're going to just, we know that bracket goes over there to the other side, to the chassis. Right there. So, let's get this over there. Alright, let's get this over there, be right back. Alright. Got the line over there. Here's the piece. Let's get our 10mm bolt. Put it right there. Dang, where were we at? Alright, I put the bracket over there. I put the bolt in there. I think the camera will stop recording at some point. Alright, we're going to tighten this up. I'm not sure if the camera stopped recording at one point, but I also did this. Brought that line around there, snap that back in place. I'm not sure whether the camera was recording or not, because I really don't edit stuff. I just go ahead and do it. Just put the video up there as is, mistakes and all. Alright, now that we got that tightened up, we are looking great. Look at that new line. Bam. Alright, now we got our shield up here. We're gonna put our shield back into place. Yeah, some way or another. We're gonna get that over there. And let's get our bolts in there. Then we go up on the top. Right back. All right. Got our shield back up in there. 7mm, 7mm, and we got the 8 back there. And we gotta still leave this car jacked up because we gotta charge the system up through the port right here. Why they put it up on the car? I have no idea. Man, this sucks. Why they put it up on the car? Is there one on the top anyway, instead of doing this from the bottom? That really bites. Anyway, let's leave that off for now. And let's look at the top. Looking at the AC lines. The bum? Of course not. Alright, let's get our harness out of the way. Now, the next thing we're going to do is let's go over to this side. We're going to hook up the line to our top port. And then, hey, there's a good angle right there. Hook that on. And that's in place. Get our 13mm nut. Reach in there. Now you see our lines coming out a little bit, but that's okay. Get that started, and you want to make sure that thing definitely going up there, even though once you start tightening up. Great. And you can see, make sure it's flush right between. Yeah, there you go, good angle. Make sure that's flush. We're gonna go ahead and get our 13mm deep with our 4-inch drive, 4-inch 3/8 drive extension. And we're going to tighten that up. Now guys, this is not super tight, okay? Just as soon as it stops, just turn it just a little bit more. That's it. Where's our ratchet? There it is. Get our ratchet from under here. Alright. That's it right there. Alright, next thing we got to do is put our pressure switch on. See this cap right here? Take this cap off. Just like that, brand new O-ring on it already. What we're gonna do is go over here, and we gotta take it off from here. So we can get us a pair of vice grips or something and unscrew that. Screw from right there, okay? Right back. All right, here we go. What I'm gonna do, got me a pair of those vice grips. Let's see if I can do this like this. There we go. Take my vice grips, hold this into place. 14mm wrench. There shouldn't be a lot of pressure on this thing. Take it off. Here we go. Let's go put this on the car. So over here. There it is right there. Now this thing is not super tight. Alright? As soon as you get it on, just snug it up. That's it. That's all it takes. Get our harness, connect it back. Done. That is done. Alright, everything is good. The next thing we're going to do, let's get our radiator support. Let's stick that on. Where is that anyway? There it is. Alright. Get our 3 8mm or 5/16 bolts. Now again, you can probably change this line without removing this, but just to give you a good view of it, I took it off. And little did I know I can look between there and do it too. Alright, we're going to stick our bolts in here. Okay, 8mm. I am using a 5/16. Just like I said, they're the same thing. And we're going to go ahead and tighten these up. What the heck? Didn't I just say tighten them up? It makes me look like a fool I am. And let me get that one. Dang it, that cook came over there. You bum. Oh, okay, it's still down there. There it is. Okay. Okay. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is get this out of the way, and let's get our air cleaner, and we're gonna put that back into place. All right, bear back. All right, here we go. Let's get our air cleaner. Make sure our harness is out of the way. And push this box, put that box down in there. Okay. That went in pretty easy. Alright. Next thing we're going to do is go over here. Make sure this bolt thing lines up. Get a 5/16 bolt to go in there. Start it with a couple threads. It starts. I'll get that in a minute. Then we're gonna go over here, hook up our lines, our hoses. Got one right here and one right here. That's very loose. That's why we put a clamp on it last time. We're going to tighten up that clamp, and we're going to go over here and hook up it onto the throttle body. Perfect. Alright, let's get that clamp tightened up and get that clamp tightened up. And while we're over here, let's connect our mass airflow sensor and our air temperature sensor. Alright, let's get those bolts and everything tightened up, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, girls, next thing we're going to do is recharge the system. Now, recharging the system, now either you're going to go to AutoZone or Advanced or one of them parts, and you can get the little small kit, which is great, which is cool. But when you're in a shop, you gotta go with a 30-pounder, so you can do a bunch of them. And the first thing we'll do is get our low side. Now this part of the video I really even shouldn't, unless you guys have the kit this to do this. But what is he doing? I'm just going to get the one little, my kit just comes with one bottle and all. Alright, so what we're going to do here, let's lay this down. And what we're going to do here is first got to make sure this knob is all the way counterclockwise. Then we're going to go up underneath, and there's our low side port. So what you want to do is this part pushes back, and this is even with the kit you get at AutoZone. You push that piece back, push it on, and then release it to lock it into place. Locked into place. That's great. The next thing we're going to do, now we're going to turn that all the way clockwise to open this system up, but we ain't got to do that right now. We ain't going to do that right now. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our bottle. Now R134A is a liquid, so it's best to put this in upside down. So what we're going to do is open up the bottle, turn our can upside down, alright, it's upside down, it's ready. Now what we're going to do is go over here, turn this knob all the way clockwise, and that pushes down the Schrader valve and opens up the system. Great. Next thing we're going to do is, being that my gauge set is all messed up, you can see it's all messed up. You can see even the red covering, so you can know I put this thing through some use. I got to get a new one. Even my knob's messed up. So what we're going to do here is I got to use a pair of vice grips or something to get onto this thing and open it up to open and let Freon through the system. Now the Freon's going to come through the holes, in through here, got a sight glass, which you're going to see it flow through it, and then whatever. Now let me do that a little bit now while the car is off. Let me get my tool from under here. Get my little camera thing. Let's go over here. Let's get our vice grips. Alright. Now what I'm going to do here is let's get these vice grips set up. Okay, now got that on. Now watch what happens inside. Well, actually, I just opened it up a little bit, and you can actually see it start flowing through there. See that? Now I'm letting that flow through now, just for a little bit, because we got an empty system. So now I'm gonna shut it off. Now I'm gonna start the car up, and I'm gonna cut the AC on full blast. Alright, and I'm going to show you the compressor comes on. Now, okay, let me show you something. That pressure, that little valve that we put on right there on that line, I should have told you. What that valve does is, if that valve doesn't, it's a pressure sensor, and if it doesn't sense that this car doesn't have any Freon in it, by pressure, it will not cut it on. That saves your compressor from burning out. Because I notice a lot of people, shops that don't know that, they'll bypass that. They'll jump it out, and your compressor comes on anyway, and it burns out. Then you're looking crazy in the face, and you're calling Astro. I'm not having it. So, let's get the keys and start this up. Right back. All right, got the keys. Let's go over here. Okay, let's start this car up. All right, what we're gonna do here? We're gonna put maybe on circulation. Put it on air conditioning. We're going to bring our temperature way down. Way down. 60 degrees. There we go. AC's everything on. Then we're going to go out here, and what you want to do is roll this window down, just in case a lot of cars have automatic door locks, in case that door closed. It won't lock us out. Now, you see our system is reading 0 right now. You see our compressor is up there. So what we're going to do now, let's introduce more. into the system. And you just heard the compressor kick on. And what we're looking for is a 30 reading. 30, that's really good. We're just gonna keep on introducing. Compressor should kick on again. This is a big system, so it might take a lot. Alright, it's starting to, we're still low in there. Now, also, guys, if you're doing this at home, it's a good idea to take a water hose and be watering down your condenser. That keeps it nice and cool, then you get a nice fresh charge. Right now, the temperature out here is like 38 degrees, so I'm good with it. Oh, there you go. We have 40 already. There you go. You heard that compressor kick in? And we dropped down to 20, so I know that's too low. And we're looking for about 30. Give it a minute. There it is, kicking in again. Still too low. I'll put more in there. I want this compressor to be on and it hang out at 30. Still going down to about 20. That ain't bad though. That's not bad. But still too low. Get some more in there. Nope, still too low. Still too low. And our compressor is on constant now. That's what I want. I'll keep on opening and closing it. And I get that thing to about 30 PSI. This is going to be a nice system because we're doing this when it's cold. This is going to be great. Alright, you know what? While it's doing that, let's go over here. Check it out. Oh yeah, ooh, that's nice and cold. Matter of fact, let's get us a thermometer and check that temperature out. Be right back. Alright, got a little temperature thermometer here. Let's cut it on. Fahrenheit. Let's stick that in there. Celsius and Fahrenheit. What is wrong with this thing? Man, this is some bull. This thing is crummy. Thing is not reading right. See that the setting 54, 53, it's going down. That's really cold. That's coming out there at 50 something degrees. And we're still low here, so we need to add more Freon here. Yeah, that's still kind of low. Again, I'm looking for 30 PSI. Anything below 20, this compressor shuts out. Alright, just kicked on again. Let's see where. Look at that. 51. 50. 50 degrees. 49. And it's still climbing down. I mean, that is cold. We're still a little bit low. Get some more in there. Again, I'm looking for 30. Need to reach 30. My optimum, I'm trying to reach 40 degrees Fahrenheit inside the car. That's exactly what I want, 40 degrees. I get anything lower than that, I'm good to go. I mean, actually 50 degrees in this. Oh Whoa, look at that. Guys, look at that. Look at where we are. 42.8. We are almost at my prime with exactly what I want. That's 42 degrees coming out, and that's at an idle. If you give it gas, the compressor works harder. You know, give it a little step on the accelerator. 41. It went down to 41 a second ago. Go back down to 41 so people can see it. Hey, look at that. 40 degrees. We are in. 40 degrees. We cannot get no better than 40 degrees. We are just about at 30, so I can add a little bit more here. Right now we're about 25, 26. More, let's see what we got. Well, you don't want to overcharge a system. Look at where we at, guys. Look at that. Look at that. You saw that? We was at 39 degrees. And what's good about this video, guys, is a lot of people will bull mess you and tell you, yeah, you gotta evacuate the system, do this, you got air in the system and moisture, blah blah blah, all this bull. You are seeing it for yourself. I changed the line. I opened the system up. Changed it. I did not evacuate the system. Recharging it came out perfect, and we are down at 39 degrees coming out these vents. That is cold. You are witnessing it for yourself. 38. It just went down to 38 degrees. Who's bad? All right. So we're cool. We're cool with this. While the AC is running, what we're gonna do here is go out here. And turn our knob counterclockwise all the way. And this is while the car is running. Right? Then open the pipe up, take it off. Make sure you put your cap back up here, because these caps have a little O-ring inside of them. So just in case that leaks. That's great. That is perfect. Go back over here, we check it, and look at that. 38 degrees. 38 degrees. This thing is perfect. Let's cut our AC off. Put on auto. Bringing the temperature way up now, because you don't need no AC now. But we do need some heat. There we go. Now let's watch our temperature go up. Put it to the vents. Still had the AC on. 58. That'll sit at 90. I got the vents on this thing. Yeah, I got it. 48. It's going up. It's going up. 53. We are definitely good to go. All right, we'll be right back. All right, getting ready to get out the car. I just want to show you the temperature we're at now. We're at 79, 81, 82, and we got it set at 90 degrees. So this thing should reach 90 degrees actually. 87, 88, 89. Come on, come on. Hit the 90, hit the 90. Don't disappoint me. Don't let me look crazy in the face here. Let me give a little gas here. Come on, come on. Yeah, hey, come on. 90 degrees, there we go, we're good. We're good to go. Shut this off. shut our thermometer off. So now we know we got a perfect running system here. All right, so let's shut our gas off, get our things on there, let this car down, and we'll be right back.
All right, so today we worked on a 2001 Lincoln LS. I believe this has a 3.0 engine. And we showed you how to replace the discharge AC line and also recharge the system with the Freon. Alright, so if you guys have any comments or questions, you can post them below in the comment section, or you can email Timmy at tim@astralautorepairs.com. Hope you paid attention. If not, watch it again. This is Sylvia from Astral Auto Repairs. If we can repair it, nobody can. See you next time.
Hey, also, want to give a nice shout out to Chris Fix.
Yeah, he did a very nice thing for his mom. He did a good job.
Check out his video. He bought his mom a new car. We're not going to tell you the car that he bought, but a very, very emotional video. And, yo, to all you haters out there who hated on his video, suck it, you bum. You're nothing but a bum. You'll always be a bum.
Well, those are just jealous people that want to bring people down to the dirt level that they're at.
Heck
That's
yeah.
all.
Hey, I mean, it was the nicest video, and they gonna go do something.
There was no reason to give a thumbs down.
See, that's why we just banned him.
Yeah, and a lot of people said some nasty stuff, and there was no reason for that.
You know, they said nasty stuff about his mother.
Yeah, well, doesn't even make any sense.
No, it don't, man. That's why we run the channel the way we do.
Yep. Well, just ban you.
That's it.
Ban. See you next time.